once again, senior night on the hill. Gonna be a rainy Saturday. We'll try to get y'all as much footage as possible today. A lot of good seniors that we're losing today. Gonna run through the tee for the final time. You know, you got your Daniel Batulis, your Daryl Taylors, your Marquez Callaways, and the special one that's near and dear to most Vols fans' hearts, Jawan Jennings, the alpha dog. It's gonna suck losing him. It's gonna suck losing a lot of these players, you know, but that happens every year. You're gonna lose some good ones. Hopefully, I hope they all ball out today, and I hope that we kick Vanderbilt's ass. Anything less than a 30-point win is gonna be a loss in my book. Vanderbilt sucks. We should have never lost 3 in a row to these losers. It's pathetic losing to Vanderbilt. So, like I said, I hope that, you know, late in the fourth quarter when we're up on them by a ton, that we're still throwing, we're still trying to score and just run the score up. Vanderbilt's a joke, but I'm glad that they signed. I'm glad that they signed the coach to the extension so they can keep on sucking. Y'all have a good one, and we'll talk to y'all a little bit later. So, the long day is over. Started about 8 a.m. Got home at about, it's 11:30 right now. Took forever to get home. It rained from freaking Knoxville all the way home. Vols get the win, 28-10. You know, it wasn't as good as I would have hoped. I wanted a freaking monster blowout, but, you know, sloppy second half with the rain. But we'll take it. Get to 7-5 on the year. Vanderbilt, you know, worthless bums. Probably the worst team in the SEC, but outside of Arizona. I mean, not Arizona. That's what I'm watching on TV. Besides Arkansas. Monster game by Eric Gray. Set the freshman running Tennessee record. Broke Jamal Lewis's record for most yards in a game. He doubled his season total in one game. So you kind of think, looking back in the offseason, we're going to think, why didn't we utilize him more? I'm sure we'll think that. He also had the longest run in SEC history by a freshman. So now we'll wait and see what bowl game we get. All the Vols players want the bowl in Florida, so we'll just have to wait and see. At the end of the year, you know, it's a 7-5 record, 5-3 in the conference. You know, this is what we should expect, bare minimum, for Tennessee football. I mean, yeah, you could say our preseason expectations was 5 or 6 wins, but you don't get that when you lose to Georgia State and BYU. BYU should have won. That's just my thoughts. Call it being a pessimist, but whatever. Our season, to me, ended when we lost to Georgia State. So going into next year, I'm just having flashbacks to the 2015 season when we won out down a stretch. We're winning games that we should. I mean, we haven't beat teams that we haven't beat the Georgias, the Floridas, the Alabamas yet. Are we ever going to get to that point? I mean, we showed improvement down the stretch, yeah, but we were already 2-4. I mean, still inconsistent play by Garantano. That's just the most frustrating thing. he has games, like last year against Auburn. This year, last week, 415 passing yards, and just terrible, terrible night by him. Everyone's complaining about Jennings stepping on that dude's head. He did not see that guy's head. He wasn't even looking down. I mean, I guess if you want to get mad that he wasn't paying attention where he was stepping, that's fine, but I mean, that wasn't blatant. Um, Roll Tide what? Roll Tide what, y'all? Bama season's over with. Y'all can blame that game on Saban. Y'all can blame that game on the defense. So, Bama's season is over. They don't care about the whatever bowl game they're going to. It's nice. It's nice that Bama is piling on these losses. Hopefully they end the season at 10-3, and that would make me very, very happy. Big time win tonight by basketball. They played the same exact time as the football game. Big win by them. Career day for John Fulkerson with 15 points. Lamonte hit the game winner. We won 72-69. So, he kind of made up for the game last night. That game last night was bad, y'all. It was hard to watch. But I'll have more on basketball in the coming weeks. I'm not going to spend too much time on them tonight. Last few thoughts will be with the playoffs. Ohio State and LSU are pretty much locks no matter what happens this weekend. Championship weekend. If they lose, they'll just be 3 and 4 seeds. I mean, they may be even higher than that, honestly. Georgia has to win to get in. Clemson, if they win, they're going to be in. They may be in regardless. Like, the top 3 may be in regardless. And the 4th team, if Georgia doesn't win, it's going to come down to Utah, Oklahoma, and Baylor. And I would not want to make that call. I mean, obviously, Baylor and Oklahoma are playing. So it's going to come down to Utah, Baylor, Oklahoma, whichever one wins. I would not want to make that call who gets in. If I was going to be a bet, man, I would probably say it would be Oklahoma just because, if you put Utah head-to-head with Oklahoma, they want to see Jalen Hurts in that Final Four. And, one of the most team is not getting any respect, and I mean, credit, I haven't given them any respect either, would be Clemson Tigers. Another 12-0 season, got the nation's longest win streak at 27 games, and it's just like, I think I heard Dabo say today, if they would have lost to South Carolina, you're not hearing anything about them being in the final, in the playoff at all. Like, they would be eliminated. But then you've got another team, from Athens who lost to the team that Clemson played today. And it's like, how do we get Georgia in? How do we get Georgia in? And it's just, I don't know. Clemson, they're the defending champions. They ain't lost. I mean, you could say their conference is down, but all the conferences are down, honestly. So I think my Final Four will be, no particular order, LSU, Ohio State, Clemson, and Oklahoma. So we'll talk to y'all next weekend, probably on Sunday after we find out where we're going bowling. But it's just nice to beat the Commodores, and they can continue to anchor. I think they dropped their anchor over in the Tennessee River and they lost it. Go Big Orange. We'll talk at y'all later.